Hi, I'm Kara Hinshaw with Key Associates Signature Realty. I am your Indiana and Kentucky realtor, always bringing you local information on the area if you're relocating. I had a person that's been following actually asked me to make this video, and I thought it was a really good idea because I know a lot of people that are relocating to the area, especially if they're from California or other areas where they're really healthy and have that kind of living lifestyle. They do care about this topic. So I'm gonna cover the best organic grocery stores near Evansville, Indiana and the surrounding area. Starting off, we're gonna start in Evansville because obviously that is where we're focused, but there are a lot of great organic shopping options that are in the nearby counties and even in the Kentucky side. So I'll go in to the Evansville first and give you all the options if you're relocating here, and that this is important because honestly, I am not as much of an organic shopper as I used to, but when my kids were growing up, it was very important to me. So I did a lot of that shopping too, and I'll be honest with you, it was a little harder at the time. Of course, this was a few years back in finding those options, and as today, there are a lot more options in the area if you are relocating here. So we're gonna start with the number one, and this is probably my favorite. I'm not gonna say it's the best selection. I just love walking into this store. It's the Fresh Market. This is actually off of Burkhart in Evansville. I just love the feel of the store when you walk in. And one thing I love is they have a lot of meals that you can grab and go while you're there. They have a lot of specials you can pick up on Fridays. If you like salmon and that kind of thing, they have awesome deals. But in general, there's so much in this store, from produce, meat selection, their bakery, and just all the canned goods and all those fun little snacks that you love, and coffees. Oh, you smell the coffee when you walk in here. That would be my number one. That would be Fresh Market. Number two would be Fresh Thyme. This is another store, and honestly, it opened up after Fresh Market in Evansville. So I didn't shop there as much when I was doing the organic shopping, but it's a great store as well. I did do a lot of shopping there after the fact. I felt like the prices were a little better, but still higher for the organic world compared to normal groceries. But they have a lot more selection, I would say. It's a little bigger than the Fresh Market. So if you're looking for those frozen goods, and they have this awesome organic pizza, believe me, if you're looking for a pizza, it was my favorite, it's a margarita. But they had a lot of produce as well, and a lot of different canned goods, frozen foods, all that kind of stuff. The vitamins and all those different things that you're looking for. The chip selection was really good. Canned goods was really good. They have a really good fresh meat selection as well. That would be my number two, and this is off Burkhart as well. It's just a little farther north. The next two are gonna be more stores that have both organic as well as your normal food that is non-organic. Number three is gonna be Schnucks, and there's a lot of Schnucks locations all over Evansville and Newburgh. They have a fantastic organic selection as well, from the produce to the meat. You'll find it in the milk, the cheeses, the canned goods, all that wonderful stuff, those goodies and the chips. You will find those in Schnucks. Lovely store. Any store you walk in that are Schnucks, they're beautiful. But they have a great selection as well. But again, if you're shopping both type of foods, you will find a whole lot more selection in this store. It's a bigger store, and there's just a lot more to offer you if you're looking for just a more wide variety of things outside of just organic. Wonderful store to visit. You can find them on the north side, you can find them on the south, east, north, everywhere pretty much in Evansville and Newburgh area. My fourth one is gonna be Meijer's. Actually, I did a lot of organic shopping when I was shopping more for my kids at Meijer's. They have a great selection of organic food. Again, they have a lot of other food too that's non-organic, but compared to Schnucks, there's probably even more food selection in the Meijer's area. Probably a little bit more lower cost than the Schnucks. Schnucks is gonna be a higher price point grocery store, and Meijer's is gonna be more that affordable grocery store with those options of organic. I would say where you're gonna see a big difference is your produce and your meat selections, those kind of things, those fresh options are gonna definitely be better at a Schnucks than a Meijer's. But if you're looking for more affordable, just grocery shopping in general, Meijer's is a must, and I would definitely put it as my number four. My fifth is gonna be going to the big warehouse shopping, and that's Costco. We do have a Costco in Evansville. They have a great organic selection as well, especially if you compare it to like Sam's. Costco is probably the most affordable and better selection from a warehouse bulk shopping environment. And definitely would check that out. That would be an option. I know a lot of people shop at Costco. Costco was not around when we were doing the organic buying, but I do know that they have a large selection there, and it's definitely a great option if you're looking for cost, selection, and bulk buying. So now I'm gonna head out into the counties outside of the Evansville and the Newburgh area, some of the other areas we cover that you will find some options for organic. We're gonna travel to Jasper, Indiana. They have a wonderful store. It's not huge, grounded. It's on the south side of Jasper as you come in on 231. It is an adorable little place in regards to organic shopping. Most of the food there is organic. It's gonna be more like a Fresh Thyme and a Fresh Market, not as big, trust me, but it does have more of those selections. You're not gonna see a lot of both options in this store. You're going there to shop for organic. And it's just a lovely store. It has food options as well if you just want to have grab a lunch. But there is a lot of selections for meats, cheeses, canned foods, just whatever you're looking for, the vitamins, all that great stuff. It reminded me a lot of Fresh Thyme a little bit, just a smaller store compared to that. So Grounded is a great option if you aren't in the Evansville, Newburgh area and maybe in the Jasper, Santa Claus, Vernon, or Huntingburg area. This is a store that's 15 to 30 minutes depending on where you live. That's a great option for you if you're looking to buy organic. Number 7 I'm going to actually highlight is Merkay's in Jasper, and I'm only kind of taking some different options outside of the counties. This is really traditionally what I'd call a butcher. They have a whole lot of meat selections, wonderful meat. You can find a lot of their meats in the stores these days around multiple different counties. But if you actually want to go to their facility, it is on the west side of Jasper going out towards Ireland. They have a wonderful selection of meats. There is some bread and some other options, spices, a few other things that you can grab, but their main focus is meat. So if you are a person that's looking for more of that organic feel of meat and wanting to buy from a butcher, this is a great place to visit. Number 8's gonna be in Jasper as well, and this is really not so much a store. It does have options, a very small little selection, but it's a great place if you want to go have a great lunch with great salads. Believe me, they're so good. Coffee, just those kind of things, breakfast items. But it is Midwest Cafe on 231, kind of in the mid-central area of Jasper. They do have a little selection of a store, but mostly it's kind of a combination of a restaurant as well as a place that you can pick up some few items that are organic. But one of the wonderful places that you can also find organic selections to eat as well as buy in Jasper, Indiana. Number 9, we're going to travel to Owensboro. We're going across the bridge into Kentucky, and Jean's Health Food is one that I'm going to mention there. As well, since we're talking about Owensboro, Myers is there as well. I'm just going to point that out just so that everybody knows. But Jean's is kind of a little bit of a place you can have lunch as well and have great sandwiches, salads, smoothies, but they also have a small store as well. So this is a great place. It's off Frederica. I think it's I don't know exactly the address, 18th Street in Frederica, somewhere around there, in the middle of Owensboro, really. You can get some good options if you need to go pick up some organic type of foods, but as well as maybe have a great lunch with a smoothie. Again, like I said, there is Myers as an option there in the Owensboro area. Okay, and my number 10 really is not so much in the area of Southwest Indiana, but everybody asks me when they come and visit and they're not from there, where is Trader Joe's? And the closest Trader Joe's is in Louisville, everyone. It's near the St. Matthews area. And so if you do want to make a day trip, depending on where you live in the southern Indiana, northern Kentucky area, Louisville would be your area for Trader Joe's. So they have a lot of organic options, as everyone knows. Don't really need to go into it so much, but just want to make sure everybody knows if you love Trader Joe's, it's Louisville that you will have to find that. I hope you liked my organic top 10. Like I said, I had a client that came in from the YouTube channel looking for homes, and organic food and where to find it was very important. And she said, you should do a video on it. So here you go. Got a video for you. Hope it was informative and that it helped you if you're relocating and it was important to you. So until next time, I'll see you then.
We open doors in realty. Key Associates. Key Associates.